So, I hope you've been having a good week, and I hope you're gearing up for some fun 4th of July plans. This isn't going to be a long video. I just wanted to update you guys, and haven't decided if I'm going to play with this the whole time. I feel like it might be kind of distracting, so maybe I'll do that in another video. But basically, I have just been away for a little bit because I've been really busy. If you remember, I graduated back in May, so I've been doing a few things. I won't say what, but I've been busy nevertheless, and oh, there's a mosquito there. Hold on. Oh my gosh. I have been getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. Oh gosh. Okay. But among other things, I've been looking for jobs, doing little jobs here and there, and just looking for a job. And because it's time to put my big girl pants on and have a career. So I've been busy with that. In the meantime, my grandmother, my dad's mom, she had a stroke a month ago. And this was really hard for me because my mom's parents have both passed away. So my mom's dad died at Christmas when I was really young, and then my grandmother died I think in 2008. So my mom does not have either one of her parents. But then, fortunately, my dad has been lucky that both of his parents are still alive, and for the most part have been in really good health. My granddad plays golf. Well, he used to play golf until this past month. He plays golf every single day, almost, when the weather is nice, with his friends, and he also still works. I won't tell you what his business is, but he still runs his business. So my grandma has always been pretty active. She does have diabetes, but for the most part she's been in pretty good health. They're both really active. They go dancing, and she likes to go to movies and things like that. So I'm not at home as often because I live about an hour and 15 minutes away from where my family lives. And from what I understood over the last few months, they were noticing my grandma being kind of more forgetful and just not remembering things, like long-term memory type of things. Well, no, I take that back. Not long-term memory, short-term memory types of things. And she had, a couple months back, not a wreck, but she was in the car, and I don't know if she forgot what she was doing or what happened, but she must have backed into something somehow, and she was really upset. And fortunately, someone who happens to know my family came by and found her just, I guess, upset in her car, and contacted my family to let them know she'd had this accident. And I wonder if she would have even told anyone, because for a while she didn't want to go to family events like reunions and things, because I think she was afraid she wouldn't remember some people's names, and also her knee has been bothering her lately. So I'm not saying that she hasn't been forgetful lately, but I haven't witnessed it as much because I haven't been around as often. I only see them every couple of weeks, maybe not even that, maybe once a month. So anyway, so the other thing is I'm very close with both of those grandparents, and I was also very close with my mom's mother as well. So, anyway, my grandma, I forget what I was doing, but I was doing something recently, and I got a call that she had had a stroke, and I forget exactly what the kind of stroke it is called, but she was actually, again, in her car. She had just gotten home, and it was really hot outside, and fortunately, I guess my granddad just happened to be home, which was really strange because he's usually out working, and realized that she was taking too long to come in from the car, and went out and found her in the car. So I know he was probably a little in shock and shouldn't probably have moved her, but you can't really explain what you do when you're upset. So he somehow managed to get her into the house and onto the bed, and didn't occur to him right away to call 911. He actually called my dad and my dad's sister, and they came over there and they actually called 911. So I can't really blame him because, I'm sure it was upsetting to him, and, whatever. So the paramedics came, I guess. They took her to the hospital, which is really close to my parents' house, and they determined that she had a stroke. So the other weird part was that I actually happened to be home visiting that exact day because I had to get a lot of work done on my car, and I was switching off with my dad, and I just happened to be there cleaning my car. So we were able to go and get to the hospital at the same time as her, and I won't go into details about all that because it was kind of upsetting, but so I saw her when she first got there, and I stayed for a while, and I saw her the next day, and she, at first she wasn't, you couldn't really understand her very well, and I think her stroke was on the left side of her brain, if I'm correct, which has affected her right side. So I had to go home, but then I came back about a week later to visit her. They put her in the rehab at the hospital she was at, and she's doing a lot better. I would say, from when she went into the hospital to when I've seen her now, because I've made little day trips to visit her about 7 or 8 times in the last month, but I'd say compared to when I saw her, when she had first gotten into the hospital, she's like, oh man, like 89% better, I would say, or 85% better than she was. She still has trouble. Because before she could walk perfectly, it's just that she had a little bit of trouble with her knee. But now they've moved her to like a nursing home, but she's in the rehab phase of that, so hopefully she'll get to go home in the next couple weeks. She can walk. It's just she has trouble getting up and down, so that's really frustrating to her. And I can understand her speech perfectly. There's just a couple of words here and there, and obviously she's not completely the same. But I'm very lucky that she's made such a good progress in recovery, so she's doing a lot better. But there's going to be lots of challenges moving forward. They might have to remodel her bathroom, which she's very upset. She's very upset about because she's very particular about things, anyways. And she has a really nice bathroom. And doesn't want anything to affect the tile, but I don't think she's quite come to terms with the fact yet that things might be a little different. So that's going to be difficult for her, but I love her, and I'm glad she's doing better. I think it's been kind of difficult for my granddad, but he goes and visits her every single day. He hasn't been golfing, and I actually think he probably hasn't been eating as much as he should either. But like my mom and my aunt cook him stuff sometimes, and he heats it up or whatever, but I don't think he's really used to having to take care of himself like that. Like, he does, obviously, he can take care of himself, but, you know, he's had my grandma to help him for lots of years. So he visits her every day, and so that happened. And then in the meantime, like not this Sunday of this week, but last Sunday of last week, my granddad's brother passed away. He was 90 years old. He was his older brother. Well, he's really like his half brother, because his dad had married twice. But yeah, so he passed away, and I had to drive down to meet my parents, and then we went out of town to go to the funeral for that, which was on last Wednesday. And I really wish, because I'm sad that he passed away, but there's actually a pretty cool story to what he got to do on his last day, which, you know, involved lots of family and friends. But unfortunately, I can't tell you that story, because I hate to be so vague, but that would give away who I am, because there's actually a story written about it. So, but yeah, so we went to his funeral, which was actually very happy, and actually had a pretty good time there, because I met lots of people from my granddad's side of the family who I've never met, and it was kind of just a cool time just to tell stories and things. So, okay, so that happened. What else? I've also, a couple weeks back, I took my car to get worked on. It seems like I'm always having trouble with my car. And the people at the Nissan dealer, I was there for like 5 hours. I went in for one problem, and when they came back, told me after like 4.5 hours of sitting there that I was gonna need like $13,000 worth of work. So I took my car to where my parents live, because my dad knows lots of car people, and we got a second opinion. And I won't say which Nissan I take my car to, but they pretty much straight up lied. They told me I needed a new engine, a new transmission, all kinds of stuff. It turns out I don't need a new engine at all, and a bunch of things. So the price was significantly lower for the amount of work I need to do, but unfortunately, it's just not worth it to repair it, because I'm like constantly having to get my car fixed. So we ended up trading my car. We got the money for it that it was worth, and now I have another car. So that took a couple weeks to get sorted out, and so I didn't have a car briefly. But so I've just been doing lots of running around back and forth between where my parents live and here, and you know, looking for jobs and doing all kinds of stuff. So I'm sorry if I haven't been, I wasn't being very diligent about my videos before, which I apologize for, but especially lately, I've just kind of been very preoccupied. But the good news is the other stressful thing, I forgot, my boyfriend had to move, but that's a long story, and I'll have to tell you later, because I'm going to run out of time. But there was this whole big issue, like, with them having to move, and I had to help them find a place to live, and it's just been a mess. So but the happy thing is, this is a really nice house that he lives in now, and it's very spacious, very good sound in here, and it's very quiet back in his room, because he has his own little section of the house. But that's all I'm going to share with you guys for right now. I hope you have a great week. I hope you have an awesome 4th of July. Cross your fingers it doesn't rain, because I think it might rain where we live. It's been raining all day. And I apologize if this was stressful and not relaxing and maybe kind of rushed, but I'll try right now. Actually, I think I might have a little time. I'll make another video. So have a good week, and I'll talk to you guys soon.